Hello everyone, welcome to Victoria's Action Figure Cantina. Today we're having a look at the Playmates Nickelodeon Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Battle Shell Raphael. Here's a look at the packaging. Overall, the packaging is pretty standard for this lineup. The difference, of course, being that you get the Battle Shell designation on the left-hand side, as well as a message inviting you to take a peek into the cutout on the back of the packaging to see the inside of the turtle shell. Now, as a child, I loved the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Now, don't get me wrong, that's not to say I didn't play with Barbies or play dress up or doll houses or what have you, because I did. But, part of me was always drawn to these more action-oriented toys. And what drew me to these particular Battle Shell turtles, of course, is the fact that the shells open. As someone who, again, loved the turtles as a child and did have some of the figures, that's a feature that some of the figures had back in the day. And, I absolutely love it when modern day toys and action figures have features that are throwbacks to the vintage figures of years past. So let's get a better look at Raphael. Head sculpt is quite nice. The body is quite nice. He's got his little chip there on his shell, and there's a more minor chip right there. Overall coloring is quite nice. It's like a dark, maybe like a jungle green type thing. Really nice coloring. I like the brown on the straps on his arms and legs, and the bandages on his fists. The color of the red bandana is really nice. It's like a red-orange. And, of course, the shell is really nicely sculpted. Now, unfortunately, the shell on my figure is a little bit scuffed up, as you might be able to see. There's a few little imperfections there. You can see them right in there. Not quite sure why that is, but, maybe I just got lucky, or maybe across the board the turtles just tend to be like that. In the way of articulation, Raphael has a ball joint here at the head. Goes side to side nicely. Doesn't really go up and down. He has ball hinges here at the shoulders. He has ball hinges there at the elbow. Rotation at the wrist. He has ball hinges at the hips. Either you can choose to go forward and back, or you can turn the leg outward and make the leg go out like that. He then has a hinge here at the knee that you can also rotate. And once again, of course, the shell opens. So to do that, you just pull it, and surprise, there are his secret weapons hidden in his shell. So you can pull them out rather easily. They're just kind of held in place by these little prongs. And then he has his shurikens there in his shell. And as you can see, as I did, you just kind of pry them out with the half sigh, which is very convenient. You can close the shell and switch out his accessories if you want to. Now, as far as Raph's accessories go, you got two sighs. And these are nice. These were always my favorite Ninja Turtle weapons. You get the two half size right there. Not quite as fun as full size, but actually no pun intended there, but you get what I mean. And then you get, of course, the two shurikens right there. So kind of neat. And then again, to put him back into his shell, you kind of just follow the pattern of what's in there. Now, I could be mistaken, but I'm trying to think back to when I was a kid and had some of these opening shell turtles. I don't remember them having this kind of organization thing where you could kind of set the weapons in there in a certain way. In fact, I kind of remember it being like maybe a little bit, there being more of a recess here in the shell. A little bit more overall space, and you basically just threw the weapons in there. Again, I could be wrong, but that's kind of the way I'm remembering it. Maybe somebody that knows for sure can leave me a comment. It's been a long time, so. But anyhow, you can kind of make out there in the shell the pattern for the shuriken. It's kind of a star shape right there. What you want to do is make sure you put it in there just like that. Because if you don't, the shell actually won't close. There you go. And then the half sai. This one goes in first. Just like, oop, one of our shurikens is falling. You put it in like that and just push it in and then follow it up with the other one. I have found this is the only pattern that works, and that's actually the way they came in the packaging. I tried it where the other side was like that, but I couldn't get the shell to close. So you snap it in place and it closes. Very easy. Cool. And of course, Raphael has his holsters right there for his size. And you just put them in there like that. Very convenient storage, and I definitely like that kind of feature. Give you a quick comparison here. This is the original release Ninja Turtle from the Nickelodeon Playmates line, and then this is the current version with the battle shell. All things considered, I prefer the original one, only because it doesn't look like it's strictly from the show. And, the show itself, I don't watch it. I only bought the turtle figures because, quite honestly, they didn't look like the way they look in the show. I'm not a fan of that design. I grew up with an entirely different design. So I like that these other original versions are more of a comic-based type look. So there you have it. That's the Playmates Nickelodeon Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Battle Shell Raphael. Now, I had already bought the earlier releases of the Turtles, the ones that included the Raphael you saw a moment ago, Leonardo, Donatello, Michelangelo. I have those already, so I didn't want to rebuy every character, so for now I just bought Raph. Raph's always been my favorite Ninja Turtle ever since I was a kid. And, I thought, well, hey, if I'm going to buy one of these Battle Shell Turtles, which one's it going to be? And ultimately I went with Raph. I like the weapons he came with and accessories better and for the Battle Shell. But, I don't know. I really like this figure. Now that I have him open, and I've had a couple of days to, kind of open up the shell and put the weapons in and so forth, I'm kind of thinking I want to get the other 3 figures in the set. I mean, I don't know that I will, but, hey, it's tempting. Thanks for watching Victoria's Cantina. Until next time, bye-bye.